What's going on, guys? It's Chris. I'm with you again today. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to make a quick video for you guys today. As I've mentioned in some of my, or at least I think I mentioned in some of my previous videos, the graph at the console on my little boat started giving me trouble. When was it? Last time Nicholas and I went to I think it was last time Nicholas and I went to Wheel Green. It started giving me trouble. It would not read the 2D and the down scan. It would still read the maps and the overland speed, or the speed, the miles per hour on the boat when you're driving, but it wouldn't read the others. And then I got talking to some people, and they kind of told me that the transducer might be bad, and I tried to listen to it to see if I could hear it clicking, and I couldn't. So I spent the because that unit, or this unit right here, the one I'm replacing, is it's just the down scan. It was the original Hook7 with the down scan, which is a great little unit. It worked well. But anyway, I bought the transducer. I spent 122 bucks on it for a new one, and I hooked it up the other day, and unfortunately for me, it still didn't work. I've contacted Lawrence. I ain't heard nothing back from him yet. Apparently it's an issue with the head unit itself. Now this unit's only about 3 years old, maybe 4. I don't know. And I've had it for 3 years. My wife bought it for me for Christmas a few years back, and I've used it ever since. You know, we got a fall tournament schedule coming up on Harrington. Jeff and I do, and I've got other videos I need to make. And you know, you can't, some of these lakes like Harrington and Cumberland and stuff, you can't really get on those lakes without a graph that has a mapping feature on it, or graphs. So rather, I can't talk, Lord have mercy, every time I turn this camera on it's like I get tongue tied. But anyway, rather than wait on getting back with Lawrence and sending this one off, I went ahead and broke down and I bought a new one. Now the one I bought was the new Hook7 Reveal with the triple shot transducer. So now this one has the down scan, the side scan, the 2D, and it comes with the 4,000 US inland maps preloaded into the unit. It's got the built-in GPS, so hopefully I made a good purchase. I know I had the little Hook5, as you guys know, on the with the triple shot transducer on the bow, and it works out pretty good. But we'll see. So I'm going to walk you guys through this and do this little install and see how it goes. So I'll be right back with you, and we'll get this thing started. Alright, I've got the old cables and transducer out of the boat. I'm not really going to go through the whole running the wires process because it's kind of time consuming, and I want this video to be kind of short. But I am going to show you some of the differences in the old Hook7 and the new unit I bought. First of all, the cable's about from under my feet. Alright, here are the two units. The one in the left hand is the old unit. This is the old Hook7 with just the split shot transducer and the side scan, and then in my right hand is the new Hook7 Reveal with the triple shot transducer. The first thing you'll probably notice is the controls. The buttons on each are different. If you ask me, because I've used both, because the Hook5 I have on the front of the boat has this style keypad, and then of course the old style. The pages button and the MOB, the man overboard buttons, or the zoom in and out buttons, are the same. The D-pad is the same. The only difference is these buttons here. The screen is the same. It looks like this new one does not have the reflective coating. It does look a little bit different. If you look at them in the sun, you'll know what I mean. Like I said, they're both 7-inch units. The one big thing, weight. This new unit is probably 3/4 the weight of this old unit, and there's why. See the difference in them? I don't know what they changed in these new units, but they are a lot slimmer and a lot lighter than these old units. Another thing you'll notice is the inputs on the back are much different on these new units. And on these new units, all the hook units, I believe, all the HDS Live units, all use the same inputs. So if you're using a triple shot transducer from a Hook 7, it'll also work on a HDS Live 7 or Elite 7, whatever. Or at least that's my understanding of it. Transducers, we'll speak on those just real quick. This is the old one. This is the old split shot with the down scan. This one's a little faded where it's been on the boat and been in the water. Then I have the other one that I bought, which it's just black, the replacement is. And then this, if you know, the triple shot transducers are a lot bigger. And usually when you mount these on a trolling motor, you have to have an adapter or make one like I did. But there's the triple shot transducer. These are a lot longer. I don't know why they made them this way, and they're a lot more expensive than the split shot. You can see the difference there. So anyhow, those are some of the differences in the graphs. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this hooked up. I will show you once I get it hooked up and installed. We'll kind of go through the menu and the features on the unit, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and get this transducer mounted. Now when I bought this boat 3 or 4 years ago, whatever it's been, it already had the transducer bracket mounted straight into the transom. Normally on fiberglass boats, or any boat for that matter, in my opinion, you don't want to do that, but where this one was already done, I just said to heck with it. I put a little silicone in the holes and put it back on there. They do make brackets now that you can mount these with, but they also make one if you've got a jack plate, you can mount it there. So, but we're just going to put this one back where the original one was. So we'll put some silicone in the holes. And you always want to make sure you use actual silicone because it's waterproof. Get the bracket out and hopefully. What are you doing, buddy? Come here, Nachi. What are you doing, bub? Yep, the holes are going to line up. So, what we do before we put that on there is we will, we have to kind of run these wires. What? What are you doing, bub? Run the wires down under the bracket, like so. See that? Leave enough slack. What are you doing, pup? Where are you going? Get our slack out here. Washers, maybe. You know what? Let's be on the safe side. I'm gonna put a little bit more silicone on these, just to make myself feel better. My drill. We will get these put on. Said I'll put a little extra silicone on the screws just to make sure we're not letting any water in. You can probably see there's a little bit of moisture coming out. Hmm. Let's do this. Let's take these rubber pieces off. I think they're going to help anyway. We'll do this. I'm going to take those rubber washers off because I think they're going to be no good anyway. Where is my... Come on now. Do this. What are you giggling at up there, bub? What? What are you doing? Are you playing GTA 5? You need to be playing GTA 5. What? What'd you say? I said you need to be playing GTA 5. Why? You can die? Whatever. Here's that. Alright guys, we have got the transducer mounted. We've got the bracket on. If you look right here, I ended up reusing the old bolt that bolts it to the bracket itself. But I've got it on. I got my bolt silicone, or my screws I should say. It's tight. It's, if you can see that, get my head out of the way, in the shadow, it's level. I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen people with transducers mounted on their boats that are not level. You want it as level as possible with the bottom of the boat. If you don't, it's not going to read the bottom properly. It's going to give you funky readings and all kinds of good stuff. So you always want to make sure it's level with the bottom of the boat.
Can I see the viewers now?
Huh? You want to see the viewers? You want to say hi?
Hi viewers! This is Nicholas speaking.
Are you helping me? You want to tell them to like and subscribe to the channel?
Like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
Anyway, we've got this mounted, so I'm going to run the wires up to the unit and get power to it, and then we'll move on. Alright guys, we've got the power ran to the unit, we've got all the wires ran, we've got the transducer hooked up. We've got this unit out of retail or demo mode. We've got it ready to set up. When you first turn these units on, each time you turn these units on, you're going to get a warning message as to not rely on these for navigational purposes. I don't know why. That's usually why we buy these units with maps installed on them, is to help us navigate. So I don't know about all that. But anyway, you're going to hit this enter button. Of course, we'll register the device here in a little while. The first thing usually when these pop up is the maps. It looks like this one comes with a GPS on it, and it looks like it's fairly accurate right down to my house here. I can zoom this all the way in. There's my subdivision, which it's going to take in a minute. And one thing you can tell if your transducer is working properly is even when you're not in the water, it should read the current air temperature, even when it's not in the water. That's one way I realized mine wasn't working right, and with the blank screen, is that the water temperature was flashing and stuff, so I knew something was wrong with it. And we'll zoom that back out. Then we will go into the menu over here. Now on these new units, the menu, you hit this enter button again, and you go down to more options. And of course we've got north facing up, and you can have your chart options and all that stuff, and your depth palette. You can turn it off and on, blah blah blah. You hit X to get back out. Now what we are going to do is we're going to hit the pages button. Now it already comes preloaded with your chart, your 2D sonar, your side scan, your down scan, and then your chart and your 2D together. So we will, I'm trying to hit it like a touchscreen, we will enter that one. Now normally, like I said, it's stopped right now because you're not in the water, so it's not going to run. But it will still show your chart. You can see the kind of the interstate and the highway there where I live in between them. But we want to add a page, so you want to back out. You want to hit your, you want to hit your pages button again. You want to hit this add page button, so you scroll over to it, And now we want to hit go down to layout, and we want to, on the first window, we want to put, let's see, we will put sonar, and we will hit the layout button again, and we will scroll down, and then we will put down scan. And what that does is that gives you your 2D and your down scan imaging. And there is an option on here where you can overlay these. I'm not going to do that right now because it's, I don't know, I don't really see the point in it. So we will go over, we will scroll down to save. So like I said, it's stopped right now, it's not actually running. I think these new units kind of know when they're in and out of the water. So anyway, we're going to go back to pages. We're going to add another page. So we will scroll down to that. And we are going to pick side scan. I'm sorry, we're going to pick, if I can get it back up here, what am I doing? We're going to pick down scan first. Enter. We're going to do side by side. And we're going to do, okay, we got our down scan. And then on this page over here, you got to scroll over to it. We're going to put, why is it not letting me do it here? We are going to put side scan. And then our layout, we can do like this. So now we have our topographical maps, our side scan, and our down scan. So we will hit save. Then we will go back to add pages again because I really want to add a page with down scan, and side scan. So now I've got my down scan and my side scan, and then we're going to hit save, and there you go. And then like I said, when you're actually running and in the water, it will pick up the bottom and all that good stuff. I've got it set to the default settings right now for let's see here, let's get this out of here. Let's see, this one, we will hit menu, we will go over, menu. We've got our frequency on 455, which is usually the and then we can also do our color palette here. I'm going to leave it where it's at for right now. I'll play around with it when I actually get the boat out on the water. But anyway, that's kind of your basics. I will let you know, you guys know, whenever I've had this on here for a while, how I like it. But if it's, you know, if it's anywhere remotely as good as my other unit was, I should be pretty happy with it. So anyway, that's just kind of my new graph. Full install video. I know it's kind of short, it wasn't real in depth. I don't want to go real in depth with these because it can get kind of confusing, and everybody likes to put different settings on their units. For the money, this, you can't beat these units for what you get with them. They're, I think, which I got this one through Sportsman's Warehouse today, and I got a $50 discount on it, so it was like $635. But with everything you get with these, yes, they're a little bit smaller, and you can go up to the 9-inch screen for like $800. But the 7-inch screen suits me fine, and when I get my other graph lined out and fixed through Lowrance, next year when I get another boat, I can go ahead and put these graphs on it, not have to worry about immediately buying new graphs right away. So it's just kind of a win-win all around for me. So anyway, as always, if you like the video, hit those like and subscribe buttons. You guys are awesome. Well, I need to try to get this channel up to 500 subscribers so we can get another giveaway done. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, share the videos, like it, hit the subscribe button, get the word out. Let's get this thing growing. And as always, until we see you again, keep casting, guys.